Hello everyone, welcome you all to the second video of the 39th module on rational emotive therapy and cognitive therapy, techniques, key concepts and process. The learning objective of this video is to acquire knowledge on cognitive therapy, its key concepts and process. Coming to the cognitive therapy. Cognitive therapy, sometimes referred to as cognitive behavior therapy, was developed by Aaron Beck in 1950s. Aaron Beck developed this cognitive-oriented approach to treat mental disorders. According to Aaron Beck, human nature is a product of the interaction of inherent biological, developmental and environmental factors. He also argued that human beings have the ability for self-determination by emphasizing the role of cognition in mental health. Coming to the key concepts, Aaron Beck came up with certain key concepts in relation to cognitive therapy like cognition and mental health. In this, he emphasized on the role of cognition in mental health. Emotions and behaviors are influenced mainly by the way a person understands, interprets and implicates particular event. The second concept is cognitive exposure. Personality structures are vulnerable for psychological distress. Personality structures are vulnerable that influence them to emotional anguish. The vulnerabilities are characterized by schemata. Schemata is basic beliefs and assumptions that develops early in life and are strengthened by learning situations all through life. They form beliefs, values and attitudes about oneself and others. A schema can be functional or dysfunctional. Dysfunctional schema can contribute cognitive misrepresentations, bias in information processing, and problems related to emotional suffering. Coming to the next concept, cognitive misrepresentations. It is a systematic distortion in rational thinking that results in emotional suffering. According to Beck, cognitive distortions will be like coming to conclusion without any evidence or support, taking information out of context or disregarding information or overlooking relevant information, framing rules based on one or two secluded incidents and related to unrelated circumstances, viewing something out of proportion as low or high than it really is, linking events to oneself without any connections, and hypothesize an experience in any terms like looking at it as good or bad. Coming to the next concept, bias in information processing. The nature of mental disorders are having systematic bias in information processing. Like when a person misunderstands an external event, thereby forming dysfunctional response. For example, if a person is fearful of going in elevator, he or she considers it as dangerous and misreads it as anxiety attack. Coming to the next concept, cognitive triad of depression. The nature of cognitive triad depression is of three aspects. A person negatively views himself or herself, the environment around and the future. Both physical and psychological symptoms arise due to depression like unable to cope up with the events, low energy and fatigue. Coming to the last concept, cognitive model of anxiety. When a person's information processing is faulty, which results in perceptions of danger when no danger exists, results in anxiety. People who have anxiety face problems in rectifying their misconception and cannot recognize the cues or evidences clearly. Now let us see the process. Aaron Beck states that counselor tries to promote positive relationships at the beginning by applying the core conditions given by Carl Rogers such as warmth, empathy, congruence, accuracy, etc. Then the client is encouraged to actively participate in counseling process by setting goals, unfolding cognitive and behavioral responses to problem situations and doing assigned work. Counselor assists the client to understand the role of cognition in emotions and behaviors. Counselors act as a catalyst by providing corrective measures to gain essential cognitive restructuring and skill attainment. In this process, counselors take an active role rather than a passive one as they engage with the client to reach the counseling goal of alleviating systematic bias in thinking. Counselors will not directly tell the client that a particular belief is illogical or irrational, but instead explores about the usefulness and consequences of the belief. Then the client is motivated to decide whether to retain, alter, or reject the belief. In this video, we have understood about the key concepts and the process of cognitive therapy. In the next video, we will look into the techniques of cognitive therapy and cognitive behavioral therapy and school counseling. Thank you.